Kathy and Jim White of Loveland, Ohio, knew they could trust 17-year-old Carrie Busmeyer to babysit their children. The Whites felt they had nothing to worry about when they left their 19-month-old son in her care on the afternoon of June 16th, 1990.
My husband and I were going to go to a water park for a company picnic. We had asked Carrie to come over and babysit for Christopher. We were taking Danny with us, and we felt that Christopher was too young to bring there, so we thought it'd be best if we just left him with Carrie.
Brought up by jungle animals.
We sat down and played for a while after they left, and we were drawing and reading books. About 6 o'clock, I decided to make dinner, so I cut up a hot dog for him.
Maybe gonna go swimming later? How about that? Right. Are you ready for some hot dog?
He started eating it, and I had had a fork and a knife over at the table with me, so I walked back to the sink. And it was just maybe 20 seconds, and he had a really weird look on his face.
Is it too hot? What's wrong, Chrissy?
At 5:56 p.m., a call came in to Janet Fry.
911.
I have an emergency. I'm babysitting right now, and the baby's choking, and I don't know.
She can't breathe?
What? No, he can't breathe. I'm trying to give
I could tell right away from the tone of her voice that it was very serious. It was a life and death situation.
She brought in Mark Baird, an EMT who's specially trained to handle emergency medical calls.
Ma'am.
Help me, please.
Okay, listen, ma'am. Settle down just for a second, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew when she said that the baby wasn't breathing that, we had to try to perform the Heimlich maneuver to try to clear the airway.
Okay, cradle the baby's head in your hand, okay?
In my hand?
Okay, now take 2 fingers.
Okay.
And reach just above its navel and kindly push in a little bit, about an inch, okay? And keep doing that for about 10 times, all right? Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, he's not breathing.
Okay, settle down. Listen, ma'am, you're going to have to let me help you. You're going to have to listen for me to help you, okay?
Go ahead.
Put the baby's head in your hand.
A rescue crew was dispatched.
82 and round.
Police Sergeant Mark Dermott was also sent to the scene.
You get there just as quickly as you can, especially with a child. It's just something inside everybody when it's a child in trouble.
He's dead.
Okay. Do you know how to give mouth to mouth?
No.
Okay, settle down, ma'am, settle down. We'll have a life squad to you. Hang on just a minute.
Listen to me.
Okay, listen, ma'am, we're going to have to let me help you. Try to give the baby some breaths, okay? Put your mouth over his nose and over his mouth, and try to breathe in a little bit. Not real big breaths, real small breaths, because you don't want to hurt him anymore.
Paramedic Bob Shaw feared they could not get to the boy's house quickly enough.
At that time, we knew we had a possible cardiac arrest, meaning that the heart had stopped beating and the child was not breathing, and possibly could have a dead child on our hands when we arrived on the scene.
Oh, he's breathing, I think.
He's breathing? Okay.
No, wait, I don't know.
Okay, settle down.
Okay.
Stop a minute, don't do anything.
Okay, wait, he's not.
Okay, go back to what I said.
I thought Carrie was doing the right thing. I hoped Carrie was doing the right thing, but I didn't know for sure.
It's not doing anything.
Come on, we got to keep trying it.
I'm trying.
Okay, keep doing it. Okay, ma'am, settle down. Come on, you're going to have to help me here. Okay, go ahead and try to breathe the baby again. Put your mouth over his nose and mouth and give it some small breaths. Not real big ones. Okay, now stop a minute. Now watch.
Not working.
Okay, put the baby's head back in your hand.
Okay, I'm trying.
Okay, now take and compress its belly again.
I am. Oh, come on, Chrissy. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. That's the boy, honey. Come on. Come on, Chrissy. Come on, honey.
Okay, stop a minute. See what happens.
Okay. Oh, come on, Chrissy. Come on. Come on.
Okay, watch a second. See what it does.
Okay, that's a boy.
Is it breathing?
No.
Okay, go ahead and go back.
He might be.
Okay, settle down. Settle down.
I think he's breathing.
Okay, settle down. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
I want you to watch him. Watch his belly. Watch his belly. Ma'am.
Okay, yeah.
Watch his belly for a minute. Tell me if it's breathing.
He's breathing.
Okay, don't do anything. Don't do anything. I want you to keep the baby level in your hands.
Okay. He's taking really slow breaths.
Okay, that's fine. At least he's breathing. Ma'am, settle down.
3 minutes after Carrie's call, the first officers arrived on the scene.
We knew we were at the right residence. We knew 911 was on the phone with Carrie.
I don't see anybody. Check around.
But we just didn't know why we weren't getting any response.
Now he's kind of starting to cry.
Okay, that's great. That's what you want him to do.
Hold it, please.
Okay, don't hug him.
I'm not.
I want you to keep it just like
He's
that.
laying on the counter right now, but he won't let me.
Oh, good, it's crying. All right, all right. All right, ma'am. You did the job. Good job, ma'am. I want you to watch him.
Okay.
I want you to make sure he keeps on breathing. I'm going to stay on the phone with you. Is that him or her crying?
What?
Is that the baby crying?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait a minute. I gotta go get the door. Oh, wait. Let me get the hot dog up. Okay. Oh, my goodness.
It's all locked up, man. We can't, no, we can't see the windows.
We're gonna have to kick it.
Oh, my God. Here it is.
One of the policemen took Christopher right away, and another one went along with him and sat down on the couch. At that point, I knew he was going to be okay, and he was in, arms that could hold him, and that, he was really going to be cared for. And I sat down on the steps and just sobbed. I was so upset. I guess the adrenaline was just flowing. I've never felt that way before, ever. It was really frightening.
Glad you're here. He quit breathing and choked on a hot dog.
It was a great relief when we walked through the door and found the child sitting on the officer's lap, perfectly conscious and breathing well. Carrie did exactly what she was supposed to do. She immediately called 911 when she couldn't dislodge the hot dog from the child's throat, and she did everything exactly like she was supposed to do. She did a wonderful job.
Christopher was examined at the hospital and released.
They told us when they came in after this had all happened that how lucky we were to have Carrie as a babysitter, and thank God that she had dialed 911 or he would have died.
I think everybody should know CPR and how to do the Heimlich, and everybody should know to call 911 if you have an emergency. Mark, the 911 operator that I talked to, is remarkable. He did the job, I think. He told me what to do, and I just thank him so much, because without him, Christopher could have been dead.
Neither one of them would admit to themselves that they're heroes, but to my husband and I, they sure are.